If this is how you dress, then this video is meant as a guide for you to break out of the algorithm-based fashion trends so many fashion tadpoles fall victim to. Like, you still need to metamorphose, and we're gonna get you to sprout legs and shed your tail. Now that I've made you subconsciously self-conscious, if that's even a thing, ignore my acne. I'm gonna give you 5 tips and tricks so that you too can achieve escape velocity and join us on the other side where the grass isn't even green, to be honest. We just pretend it is, and it costs more than you're willing to pay, and sometimes you pay with part of your soul. Almost like when you quit drugs, they give you an 8-step plan or program. This is a 5-step plan to quit looking mid, okay? We need you to stop looking mid. You're addicted to looking mid. This is an intervention, okay? So step number 1 is unplugging from hyper-consumerism. I don't think it's a secret that mainstream fashion and trend cycles encourage a hyper-consumeristic mindset. Whether it be through people doing Shein hauls where they buy literal kilograms of slave labor-driven fast fashion that somebody's probably malnourished child painstakingly manufactured halfway across the world. Or maybe it's through ever-evolving trend cycles forcing you to spec into the new meta of what's cool and acceptable because you're still wearing Adidas Sambas in 2025. Bro, you're behind the curve. Everyone is on the Puma Speedcat tip. Oh wait, you just bought a pair of Puma Speedcats. LMAO. No way, bro. Speedcats are outdated. It's time for you to hop on the new meta. This entire mindset is a black hole, both for your wallet and for your sense of individuality. So, in order to cultivate a brave new wardrobe, you have to develop the self-control, discipline, and skills to know what and when to buy something. Now, to simplify that concept, what you need to do is prioritize certain pieces over hauls or copying X trendy piece that will be out of trend by the next time the rent's due. The best way to go about developing a buying strategy is to think about it like cake. Everybody likes cake. I like cake. You like cake. Think about it like cake. The essential part of the cake that acts as the foundation for all the fun stuff is the timeless pieces, or your essentials or basics. Okay, this is the base layer of the cake. This is your choice of trouser, shirt, undershirt, or sweater that acts as the base layer. Keyword layer. Okay, you're gonna add the icing and all the other stuff later. But this is always almost like minimal. You can have some stylistic variation, but what you want to do is you want to ensure that there's a cohesiveness within your entire wardrobe so that you can wear it with different outfits and it's not just you haven't specced into one particular look for one particular outfit. There needs to be some cross-pollination between all the pieces. Your icing on the base layer should be your statement pieces. We'll explore statement piece selection when we delve into developing a sense of personal style later on in the video. But that's basically the way that you avoid buying stuff that you don't like and it'll have longevity in your wardrobe. And essentially what your toppings and decorations are, i.e. your sprinkles and shit, that would be your accessories, and the same concept really applies, okay? So you figure out your personal style and then you accessorize accordingly. Now step number 2 is avoiding trend dilution. Okay, now you may be asking yourself, what does that even mean? And to that I say, no one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
gets the people go.
However, what it really means is that you need to stop chasing trends. Stop looking at Instagram and Pinterest for fit inspo. Get out of the pits. What you need to do is you need to cultivate a sense of personal style, and you can't be unique if you're wearing the same thing you find on Pinterest when you search men's fashion casual outfits 2025. Even if some of those fits are aesthetically pleasing and appealing, they're not unique. And they don't represent anything unique about you as an individual. So what you need to do is right-click and uninstall that program immediately. And that leads us to step number 3, which is cultivating your lived experience. Because at this point you're probably thinking, well, that's cool and all, but Rob, how do I even do that? I get all of my source from Pinterest. Don't worry, Daddy has all the answers. All you really need to do is live and do so consciously. Go outside, delve into your hobbies, and explore all your interests. You need to develop a personal philosophy of how you approach life, because when you know yourself well enough, you can start incorporating all the aspects of who you are as an individual and all of your personality and your lived experience into your fits. If you're into gaming, then you can get some cool vintage graphic tees of your favorite games. If you're a self-proclaimed film buff like me, then you can incorporate themes of, your favorite films and visual direction from them and the character designs from them into your fits. And you can also be a bootleg Patrick Bateman like me. But you get the gist. Step 4 is a little trickier and time-consuming, but you need to develop your artistic predisposition, i.e. your taste. So let's start by unpacking what taste even is. Here's the Merriam-Webster definition with a personalized example. My best advice to you regarding this step is not to overthink it. Taste is mostly subjective. There are outliers where the majority of people agree that something is dog water. And in those cases, it's usually because the subject is very obviously low effort or a cheap attempt at creating shock value. And for the most part, since it is something so personal and abstract, it's usually just a lack of understanding or exposure that prevents people from grasping why something is so beautiful or impactful. And because we're dealing with something that is artistic at its core, there's an entire canon and history as to why something looks the way it does, and people outside of that canon lack the full context. So, boom, eureka moments achieved. You're now personalizing your style and no longer drawing from mainstream fashion trends. But if you still don't have chemical X, sugar, spice, and everything nice aren't going to get you to full fashion demon status. Which is step number 5, having a motif, i.e. a through line, and recurrent themes. Now, this is where you can start to employ some critical thinking and deconstruct certain pieces. You can start to look at certain designers, their histories and life stories, and make the connection between how they think about fashion and how that's reflected in their work. Now, at this point, you're already fully enveloped in a niche and have an idea of what it is you want and how you want to present yourself. You can return to the hellish depths of Pinterest and Instagram, but not to Control-C, Control-V someone else's fit, but rather to look to someone that has mastered what it is that you're attempting to achieve and to take certain hints and style cues from them. Whether it be observing how their clothes are draped or how certain cuts flow and create a sense of movement and tension in an outfit, or how they create a visual contrast in their personal fits using the foundational blocks of what makes a fit good in the first place, like proportion, layering, contrast, etc. Pay attention to how your muse implements these foundational cues and replicate it. If you have any recommendations or muses that people should be made aware of, please feel free to drop a comment so that we can all collectively learn and advance on our fashion journey. So now that you have the recipe, it's up to you to get all the ingredients and make the pots bang. You need to go and make the pots bang. Okay, good luck and Godspeed. Follow me on Instagram at phonenoir_. I love you all and stay safe, stay fresh, and sub to the channel for more.
I say la insect, I be bugging, motherfucker, fuck on your mommy.
Let me get these ridiculous ass shades off so you can see my eyes. Look into my eyes. Look into my sleep-deprived, worry-wart eyes, dude. Anyways,